Hey friends, welcome back to our channel all about branding. I really hope you liked our first video which was on social distancing signages, and I really hope that it helped you make a decision. Today's topic that we are going to cover is on basics of branding. However, before we move into the topic further, I would like to throw a very simple question to all of you out here, and the question is what exactly branding is. What do you really understand out of this term called branding, which we very often hear, which we very often use in our conversations also in the business environment. So in a very simple language, if I have to put it across, then branding is anything that you do to make your brand or your business stand out, grab attention of your prospective customers, and to convert them into your customers. So every activity that we undertake to with these objectives in our mind is branding. Now we all know that products have a limited life cycle, but when we talk about brands, if they are managed properly, they are they last forever. So we have many such examples in front of us. When we were kids, there used to be few brands which used to be there in our minds, and now when we have grown and we have started our own businesses maybe, or we have grown ourselves in the corporate world, we still see those brands, we still recognize those brands, and those brands are still doing that great. In fact, they are growing every year. So this is an example of properly managing your brands through effective branding techniques. So there is one notion that branding is something which is only done by big brands or big business houses and all those things. So I don't really think like that. I think every business needs branding, whether it is B2B, which is business to business, or it is targeted towards the consumers, the end customers. So then how do you know that what kind of branding strategy or branding activities should I perform as a business owner, as a retail house owner, as a pathology lab owner, or whatsoever? So the only answer is, once you have nailed down who you are as a brand, then marketing your brand becomes all the more easier. So there are various kinds of branding. So there are technical terms which are used, the marketing terms that are used, which are like below the line marketing, above the line marketing, through the line marketing, and things like that, which is defined basis the activities that you undertake. So I would not really get into those kind of details. However, I'll just try to keep it very simple for all of us to understand. The branding that we are going to talk about today, the basics of which we are going to talk about today here, is about the branding activities that we undertake at the point of sale. So what is point of sale? Point of sale is the place where the consumer takes a decision. So whether it is a retail house, whether it is a pathology lab, whether it is a hotel, it is a hospital. So any such place where a consumer moves in and takes a decision that yes, I have to take this forward and do my purchase from here, or do this particular activity here, and I have to come back to them. So such kind of activities we're going to talk about. So there is very important point. First is, how do you really identify that there is a retail store nearby, or there is a specific bank branch here, or that there is a hotel here, a hospital here, or what, so and so forth. The first point of contact for any brand, for any establishment which is into direct marketing or which has to do anything with the direct consumers, is the signage. The signage is something that tells us, which our mind tells us again and again through recalling that yes, there is a HDFC Bank ATM nearby. Yes, there is a Dr. Lal Path Labs near my house, and things like that. So signages play a very important role because they are the first point of contact with your consumer. Then when that first point of contact is made, the consumer comes into your premises, then the branding which is done inside the premises or inside the shop is called typically as in-shop branding. And same thing applies to the workspaces also. which could be a corporate office, which could be, you know, I can say hotels, hospitals, and all those places. So branding is something that you do to, you know, make your stakeholders comfortable about your brand, make your stakeholders confident about your brand, and make your stakeholders take their decision to the next level about your brand. So all these things put together is branding. I will just run a very short video on this, which will show you about our high street road is there, and there are signages. So I've taken a specific signage, which is a signage which has been very beautifully done. So it will tell you that what is the impact of you know, those signages which are done with brand colors, incorporated brand logos in it, and all things like that. So just have a look at it, and we will talk again. तो ये जो एग्जाम्पल्स आपने देखे अभी वीडियो में दोनों, अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं इन दोनों में डिफरेंसेस क्या है, तो आप शायद बहुत आराम से बता देंगे कि एक साइनेज है जो रोड साइड पे लगा है, वहीं दूसरा साइनेज है जो एक ऊंची बिल्डिंग के टॉप पर लगा हुआ है. सो दिस इज़ द डिफरेंस. Yes, you're right. This is the difference. And now when I ask you, what is the similarity in both these examples that we have chosen? And there is a purpose why we have chosen these two examples for your reference. So the similarity is, एक साइनेज रोड साइड पे लगा है, बहुत आराम से दिख जाएगा, हम पढ़ भी पाएंगे उसको कि उसके ऊपर क्या लिखा हुआ है, कलर्स बहुत क्लियरली विजिबल हैं. दूसरा साइनेज एक 60 फीट हाई बिल्डिंग के रूफ टॉप पे लगा हुआ है, और उन दोनों साइनेजेस में, एक यहाँ है और एक यहाँ है, इन दोनों साइनेज में सिमिलैरिटी ये है कि ना ही दोनों में से किसी की भी विजिबिलिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ हुई है, ना ही दोनों में से किसी की भी रीडेबिलिटी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ हुई है. तो ये दोनों अलग चीज़ें हैं. विजिबिलिटी इज़ कि हमने देख लिया कि हाँ एक साइनेज लगा है, एक येलो कलर का कुछ है, एक ब्लू वाइट कलर का कुछ है. वहीं आती है रीडेबिलिटी, जहाँ पे हमें ये समझ में आना चाहिए कि इनके ऊपर लिखा क्या है. येलो के ऊपर लिखा हुआ है डॉक्टर लाल पैथ लैब्स, उनका लोगो बना हुआ है. वहीं ब्लू के ऊपर लिखा हुआ है पैथकाइंड लैब्स और उनका लोगो बना हुआ है. सो इन दोनों साइनेजेस में, चाहे एक नीचे है और एक बहुत ऊपर है, दोनों में रीडेबिलिटी और विजिबिलिटी बिल्कुल भी कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं है. एंड दिस इज़ द सिमिलैरिटी इन बोथ दीज साइनेजेस. सो दीज आर अ वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल ऑफ maintaining the proper visibility and readability of the signages. So इससे हमें ये समझ आता है कि साइनेज हमारे ब्रांड कलर्स एंड अच्छा हमारा साइनेज बना होना चाहिए उस मटेरियल का. द फेशिया इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड उसके अंदर LEDs होनी चाहिए, वो रात में लिट करना चाहिए एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. उसके साथ साथ ये भी बहुत ज़रूरी है कि साइनेज की प्लेसमेंट सही होनी चाहिए. ऊपर लगा है तो एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन क्या होगा उसका, कितनी दूर से वो दिखाई पड़ेगा. हम अगर एक साइनेज ऊपर बिल्डिंग टॉप पे लगा है तो मेन रोड कहाँ से जा रही है, गाड़ियों से क्या विजिबिलिटी, जो इंसान गाड़ी के अंदर बैठा है क्या वो उसको साइनेज दिखेगा या नहीं दिखेगा. वैसे ही एक साइनेज जो नीचे लगा है, जो किसी बिल्डिंग के ग्राउंड फ्लोर पर लगा हुआ है, वहाँ पर विजिबिलिटी कैसी है, जो मूवर्स हैं वहाँ पर, जो ट्रैफिक जा रहा है दोनों डायरेक्शन में, और एक ही डायरेक्शन नहीं दोनों डायरेक्शन के लोगों को वो दिखना चाहिए. एंड दैट्स हाउ वी मैक्सिमाइज द विजिबिलिटी ऑफ आवर साइनेजेस. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट साइनेजेस, देयर आर मेनी थिंग्स which come together and they make a signage. So one is fascia. Fascia is the part that we see, where the brand colors are there, logo is there, brand name is written, and all those things. And then there are other things, subsequent things, which are like how to create a box, then the kind of lighting that you have used, the fixing mechanism, the finish, and all those things. So this is about getting deeper into these particular components, which we will cover in our subsequent videos. Now, what an ideal signage is, what is the outcome which is expected of a signage. So इन दोनों signages में वो एक outcome हमको बहुत अच्छे तरीके से मिल रहा है. So first is that there has to be a brand identification. So when I say brand identification, I should be able to understand and read that okay, this is Pathkind Labs, okay, this is Dr. Lal Path Labs. So there has to be a proper identification, apart from just looking at the color of the signage. Then the next level where a viewer of the signage reaches after brand identification is brand connect. So once you identify that this is Pathkind Labs or this is Dr. Lal Path Labs, so the next step is that you connect with that brand, because this is a brand which is for people like you and me. We are end consumers of it. We should be able to connect with that brand. So it should be welcoming. There should be some warmth in the signage. So a signage should never be very complicated. The artwork should never be very complicated in it. It should be simple, nice, understandable, connectable. The signage should be. Then the third and final thing is the brand recall. So brand recall value is something which is which holds a very, very high value. And so when I'm passing, I'm just crossing that particular signage, that is not the only point when I'm making the decision that, oh, I have to stop my car and I have to go and get myself checked, I have to get my blood test done there at Dr. Lal Path Labs or at Pathkind Labs. However, when the time comes, when I'm making a choice that I have to take a decision, I have to get my blood test done, that is the time the brand recall plays a very major role. And that's the time when I choose that particular place where I go for the action to be completed. So brand recall plays a very, very important role, and hence an ideal signage should give you all these these three things: one, brand identification, then brand connect, and finally the brand recall. Now I think आज जो हमने थोड़ी बहुत बातें करी, बेसिक्स ऑफ ब्रांडिंग एंड द साइनेजेस, इन्फोग्राफिक्स एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स, ये सब चीज़ें शायद आपको अच्छी लगी होंगी, आपको आगे हेल्प करेंगे आपके बिजनेस में, आपकी ब्रांड विजिबिलिटी क्रिएट करने में. I would request all of you to please subscribe to our channel so that you stay notified about our subsequent videos. And I am personally very excited because the topic that we are going to cover in our subsequent videos is about getting deeper into each and every component of branding. So maybe कभी आपने शायद सोचा होगा कि एक signage जो है, अगर आपको एक signage, suppose for example, for your better understanding, if a signage comes for 100 rupees, however there is a signage which comes for 300, there is a signage that comes for 500. So why is this kind of difference in the cost when the mechanism is same, almost similar to each other, the box framing and all those things? So there are a lot of things that rules the cost. There are a lot of things which will decide the cost of any specific signage or any component of branding for that matter. So it is like the media that you are using, the longevity that you want, the kind of lights that you have used for it, and the kind of signage it is, and all those things. So all these things put together will give you a basic idea about what the cost should be. So in our subsequent videos we will cover this particular topic, that what should be your analysis in terms of cost, and you will be able to do that only when you understand those components put together. Also, we will do a brief analysis on two very big players in this industry, which is Avery Dennison and 3M. So although the fascia plays only 35% of the signage, but it is, when it comes to brand recall, it gives you 100% value. So fascia becomes very, very important in this role. Hence, understanding these big players becomes all the more important for us. And also we will talk about so there are two kind of cost when we talk about branding projects or pan India rollouts and things like that. So there are two kinds of cost. One is direct cost and the other one is indirect cost. So through our video we will also help you understand that how can you actually control this indirect cost. So what are the ways to control the indirect cost? What are the agencies that those who do project management for big brands? And we will also talk about automation in branding. So there are multiple softwares that do project management for you. So it is gone are the days when you have to call multiple vendors who are performing those jobs for you pan India basis, and you are calling everyone and trying to understand what is the status and the TAT and all those things. So there are softwares which are self-sufficient to give you on just on a click of a button you get a notification and you get all the information there in your system. You don't really have to get in touch with multiple people. So this in these ways you can actually cut down your indirect cost in a massive way. So please stay tuned for our subsequent videos. Do subscribe our channel, and in case you want to get in touch with us, please write to us on the email ID given below. However, I'll again say it for you. The email ID is allaboutbrandingindia@gmail.com. I'll be waiting for your emails. Thank you so much. Bye bye.